seems to fire up. So I'm going to buy a $12 ticket. I'm going to key on the 6 horse, which is Coffee No Sugar, and I'm going to buy Coffee No Sugar to win over the 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to leave Pat Down out of this one reluctantly, but I'm going to do it. Space Champ has been finishing really, really well lately, as Suffolk's Buddy has, and so is Clam Steamer. So I'll key on those horses with Coffee No Sugar. So Coffee No Sugar wins it with the 3, 4, 5 for second and third, and then I make another unusual bet. I buy the 6 horse Coffee No Sugar to come second with the same 3 horses. So that will cost me $6 as well. So I'll go to the wicket and I'll say to the girl, I'd like to have number 6 for first and second with the 3, 4, 5. And she'll know exactly what I mean, and she'll give me back a $12 ticket. Now, if the 6 horse comes first or second, and any combination of those 3 horses wins and comes third, I will cash that $12 ticket. And that's all there is to it. As simple as that.
I guess that's why you notice on the tote board that there's favorites and people bet on different horses in the race, because I don't agree with your selections here, Tony, because you left out the 2 horse, and that's the one that I think is going to be in there. So.
Well, Pat Down raced real well last week.
Yes,
2 races she raced real well, and it was just a hunch. Just a hunch.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what racing's all about. So let's go to race number 6 now.
Here they come. The ear off, and as they leave the wire, it's Maritime Pipeline down along the rail. Pat Down drives up 2 on the outside as they race in the turn. Clam Steamer moves in to be 3 with Coffee No Sugar in 4. Space Champ is a 5 and Suffolk's Buddy 6. They straighten into the backstretch heading for the quarter. It's Maritime Pipeline showing the way. Pat Down is in 2, Clam Steamer in 3. Coffee No Sugar is 4. Space Champ in 5 and Suffolk's Buddy is 6. They race by that first quarter in 30 and 3. Into the barn turn first time round. Maritime Pipeline shows the way. Pat Down is in 2. Clam Steamer is 3. Coffee No Sugar in 4. Space Champ is 5 and Suffolk's Buddy 6. They swing off the 3/8 heading for the half. It's Maritime Pipeline with that lead. Clam Steamer now drives up on the outside as they reach the half in 1:02 and 2. It's Clam Steamer on the outside. Maritime Pipeline down along the rail. Up on the outside goes Coffee No Sugar. Pat Down is in 4. Suffolk's Buddy is 5 and Space Champ 6. They race on for that 3/4 with Clam Steamer taking that lead. Coffee No Sugar now drives up 2 on the outside. Maritime Pipeline in 3. Pat Down is 4. Suffolk's Buddy and Space Champ by that 3/4 in 1:31 and 4. It's Clam Steamer, Coffee No Sugar in 2. Pat Down is 3. Maritime Pipeline in 4. Suffolk's Buddy and Space Champ, they swing off the 7/8 heading for home with Clam Steamer, Coffee No Sugar in 2. They race for home. It's Clam Steamer, Coffee No Sugar now charges up on the outside as they come for the wire. Clam Steamer, Coffee No Sugar at the wire. It's going to be Clam Steamer, Coffee No Sugar. We remind you, do not tear up any mutual tickets until the official results have been given. Time for the mile, 2:03. Number 1, Maritime Pipeline was 6. Number 2, Pat Down was 3. Number 3, Space Champ was 4. Number 4, Suffolk's Buddy was 5. Number 5, Clam Steamer, your race winner. Number 6, Coffee No Sugar was 2. From the top down, 6, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. There at the quarter, 30 and 3. The half, 1:02 and 2. 3/4, 1:31 and 4. For the mile in, 2:03.
Race number 7, Tony, 7-horse field. Non-winners of 325 last 6. What did you see in here, or how are you going to handicap this race, or how are you betting it?
I had a hard time with this race, Brian. This is one of the ones that I don't feel like betting a whole lot of money on. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in in any of the horses in this one to be consistently tough, except I do like Adirondack Bird in the 7th position down at the bottom there. The horse went 205 and 3, although he finished 5th in his last start, and he has got John Davidson driving. So I like him a little bit to win. I like Hong Kong Shamrock off the rail, and John Pfeiffer a little bit. I've been buying old John Pfeiffer, picking him all year, and sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not. So I'm going to be very conservative this time. I'm going to spend $4. I'll buy a $2 ticket, $2 triactor ticket, 7, 1, 3. And then I'll buy another $2 ticket, 7, 3, 1. So the 7 must win it, and 1 and 3 must come either second or third. For $4, that'll be the only wager I'll make on this particular race.
I agree with your selection. There's two things that you can note in here. One, Adirondack Bird hasn't raced for this, I believe, almost 2 weeks now. This will take him to, and a slight problem with him too, a small injury that's all better now in the horse ready to race. He hasn't raced for 2 weeks, and I don't like him in the back tier. If he'd drawn the front tier, I think it'd be a different story. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. I did take him to win it. I just wish he had the front tier. I'm going to surprise you with my other selections. I'm going with number 2, Lisma Skippy C, and number 4, Bypasser Treasure. On our last program, Tony, remember I said Lisma Skippy C? I thought she might be a bit better after the rest, and that she did have a throat infection, and which was healed up. She did race better. She's only beaten the nose. And I picked Bypasser Treasure the other night, and they closed a 1/2 and 2 in there, and she hung in there pretty well, actually closed some lengths in the stretch. So I'm going with a 7-2-4. I'm going to take a place and show on number 7, and I'm going to buy a $2 exactor box. I'm going to buy a 2-7 exactor box and a 4-7 exactor box. So we'll just have to go and see what happens here.
Okay.
Race number 7 to the track now.
You're extravagant in this race.
Yes, I am.
Here they come. They're off bend as they leave the wire. Lisma Skippy C drives for that lead as they race into that first turn. Hong Kong Shamrock up 2 along the rail. Adirondack Bird in 3. John Pfeiffer is 4. Bypasser Treasure moves in to be 5. Gambling Time is 6, and Mohawk Injun Joe 7. They straighten into the backstretch, heading for the quarter. Adirondack Bird now out and driving and moving to the top. Lisma Skippy C in 2. Hong Kong Shamrock is 3. John Pfeiffer is in 4. Bypasser Treasure, Gambling Time, and Mohawk Injun Joe by the first quarter, 31 and 3. They race in the barn turn first time round with Adirondack Bird. Lisma Skippy C in 2. Hong Kong Shamrock in 3. John Pfeiffer 4. Bypasser Treasure now on the move from 5. Gambling Time is 6. Mohawk Injun Joe 7. They swing down the stretch for the half. It's Adirondack Bird showing the way. Lisma Skippy C in 2. Bypasser Treasure 3 on the outside. Hong Kong Shamrock in 4. John Pfeiffer, Mohawk Injun Joe, and Gambling Time by the half in 104 and 1. They race on for the 5/8. It's Adirondack Bird. Bypasser Treasure in 2. Lisma Skippy C is 3. John Pfeiffer 4 on the outside. Hong Kong Shamrock in 5. Mohawk Injun Joe and Gambling Time as they race for that 3/4. It's Adirondack Bird. Lisma Skippy C now up 2 along the rail with Bypasser Treasure 3 on the outside by the 3/4, 135 and 1. It's Adirondack Bird. Lisma Skippy C is in 2. John Pfeiffer now up 3 on the outside. Hong Kong Shamrock 4 along the rail. Bypasser Treasure in 5. Gambling Time, Mohawk Injun Joe as they race for home. It's Adirondack Bird. Lisma Skippy C up along the rail comes Hong Kong Shamrock as they come for the wire. It's going to be Adirondack Bird, Lisma Skippy C, Hong Kong Shamrock. Time for the mile, 2:06 and 3. Results of race number 7 are official. Number 1, Hong Kong Shamrock was 3. Number 2, Lisma Skippy C was 2. Number 3, John Pfeiffer was 4. Number 4, Bypasser Treasure was 6. Number 5, Gambling Time was 5. Number 6, Mohawk Injun Joe was 7. Number 7, Adirondack Bird, your race winner. From the top down, 3, 2, 4, 6, 5, 7, 1. They're at quarter 31 and 3, the half 104 and 1, 3/4 135 and 1, with a mile in 206 and 3.
The shocking truth about electricity. Electrical substations like this one and other power company equipment are familiar sights in your neighborhood. They are necessary parts of providing electrical service to your home and community. But they also contain high voltage and can be very dangerous, so stay away. It only takes a careless second to turn a fun-filled afternoon into a tragedy. A safety message from NB Power.
We're getting down towards the big money races, Brian. We're heading for home now at race number 8. We have Tractor Quinella wagering for non-winners of $850 in their last 6 starts, and also eligible non-winners of 6 races in lifetime. This is a CFNB pace for a purse of $725, and a very competitive field of horses. This is where people are starting to get discouraged. They may or may not be cashing a lot of tickets, and now the money's starting to get a little bit looser, spread around the board a little more. People are starting to look for the long shot winners, and there's a greater distribution if you're watching the board closely of how people are betting.
Yes, that's true.
So what do you like in this race, Brian?
I've got my selections marked down here. I am going to make a change here. I'm going to go with number 5, Tizzle-O-Water. In looking it over again, I think he'll be pretty darn tough in here. The horse that I'm not sure of in here is who I'd picked originally, and that's Woodmere Crackers, and the 3 horse. And I never saw the horse race, and I do see that he qualified and made some breaks. So I had picked him to win it originally. I'm going to leave him right out completely. I'm not even going to take a chance on him, Tony. So I'm going to go with 5, Tizzle-O-Water to win it. I'm going to go with number 6, Nightly Glib for second. And I'm going to go with number 7, Zip to Stardom for third. So a 5, 6, 7 for me. I'm going to buy a $2 place and show on number 5. I'm going to buy Quinella's in here, a 5, 6 Quinella and a 5, 7 Quinella.
Yeah, those are interesting bets, Brian. I like Tizzle-O-Water to win it also. The horse has been racing extremely well. He's just a young 3-year-old colt. He has been 8 out of 10 times been in the top 3.
Yeah.
He's racing really well. I keep teasing Harold DeCourcy that I'm going to say, Harold gave me a tip tonight that he's going to win, which isn't true, but I do like the horse very much. I do like Woodmere Cracker quite a bit in here. I've got a note here. It says to me that this horse is going to get to the top easily. Easily he's going to get to the top, and he's going to be well positioned. I hope somebody comes at him and covers him up a little bit, and Tizzle-O-Water I expect to be positioned back further in the pack. And so as much as I like Tizzle-O-Water and think that the horse can win it, my strongest competition for me is going to be from Woodmere Cracker. So I'm going to buy this race this way. I'm going to buy the triactor like I bought before. I'm going to buy a 3-5 all and a 5-3 all, which means the 5 and the 3 must finish in the first 2 positions, and anybody else can finish in the 3rd position. I don't like Zip to Stardom in here, and I don't like Nightly Glib, and I want to tell you why. Zip to Stardom has raced, the last 4 race nights, Zip to Stardom has raced every night and raced hard and tried to win every race. And it started to show for me when, in both of the last 2 races, although he's in contention and he raced good miles in 2:04, he was just a little tired coming down the stretch. Yeah, just a little tired he looked, and didn't have that big kick right at the very end. So I think he might be a little tired. And Nightly Glib did not look good to me at all in the last race. And from the 6th position, if the horse doesn't go to the top, I don't think you'll be able to catch the 3 horse or the 5 horse. So that's the reason that I didn't pick him in the first 2. But I am buying them for possible thirds with my 3-5, 5-3 all ticket. So that's how I like it. That's going to cost me $10. And
a couple of things that we should maybe mention in here too. It is kind of a tough race. Tizzle-O-Water did go a trip in 2-2, but he had the Garden Journey the whole way. And Ball McGee Megan came up with a big trip last bang-up trip.
She did.
Justin Place did as well. He paced in 3-2, so it is a tough race. We don't know what Woodmere Crackers can do, so we'll just have to go to the track and watch this one.
Here they come. They're off, and as they leave the wire, Mare Machi Dash down along the rail. Just in place, drives up 2 between horses. Up on the outside, Tis Alone Water racing 3 abreast in that first turn. Zip to Stardom is in 4. Paul McGee Megan is 5, and Nightly Glib 6 as they straighten into the backstretch, heading for the quarter. Moving to the top is Tis Alone Water. Just in place is in 2, Mare Machi Dash in 3, Zip to Stardom 4. Paul McGee Megan and Nightly Glib by that first quarter in 31 seconds. They race into the barn turn first time round. Tis Alone Water showing the way. Just in place is in 2, Mare Machi Dash is 3. Zip to Stardom in 4, Nightly Glib now on the move, 5 on the outside. Paul McGee Megan is 6 as they swing off the 3/8 and head down the stretch for the half. Tis Alone Water showing the way to the half. Up on the outside, Nightly Glib moves with a rush. They reach the half with Nightly Glib moving to the top in 1:03 and 2. Tis Alone Water is in 2. Just in place is 3. Nightly Glib goes off stride. They swing up the backstretch for the 3/4. Tis Alone Water moves on to the top. Just in place is in 2. Nightly Glib is 3. Mare Machi Dash 4. Zip to Stardom is 5. And Paul McGee Megan 6. They race on by that 3/4 with Tis Alone Water in 1:33 and 1. Just in place in 2. Nightly Glib is 3. Paul McGee Megan now moves up to be 4. Zip to Stardom is 5, and Mare Machi Dash 6. They swing off the 7/8 and head for home. Tis Alone Water and Just in Place. They're battling for that lead as they race for the wire. Just in place, Tis Alone Water. They come to the wire. Just in place, Tis Alone Water. At the wire, it's going to be Just in Place, Tis Alone Water. Paul McGee Megan. Time for the mile, 2:04 and 3. Results of race number 8 now official. Number 1, Mare Machi Dash, finished 5, place 4. Number 2, Just in Place, your race winner. Number 3 had been drawn. Number 4, Paul McGee Megan, was 3. Number 5, Tis Alone Water, was 2. Number 6, Nightly Glib, finished 4, place 6 for an interference break. Number 7, Zip to Stardom, finished 6, place 5. From the top down, 5, place 4, 1, drawn, 3, 2, 4, place 6. 6 place 5. There it's quarter 31 seconds. The half 1:03 and 2. 3/4 1:33 and 1. For the mile in 2:04 and 3.
Tony, I don't know. I maybe do this on purpose, but I do put a lot of the tougher races on the back end of the program, as you know, as a regular race fan, and usually our crowds seem to pick up as the night goes on, and more people get out, and it makes for better betting opportunities with the tougher classes being in the latter end of it, although we do have good races on the front, don't get me wrong. But I found race 9 and on winners the 3 race, and boys, these have been great races all year. We've seen some great colts developing, and in here it's no exception. A field of 8 in race number 9. I don't know. There's a lot of horses in here I like, but I know I can only pick 3, but I'll let you go first.
Brian, honestly, I've been waiting for this particular race right here. What happened to me when I looked at this card, it's like I have some senses that come.
A premonition.
Oh, out they came. And all at once, like I said, all right, this is the race that I want to bet money on. This is a betting proposition here where I don't know who's going to win it, obviously, but this is where my gambler's instincts tell me there's a big ticket to be found in race number 9. This is not going to be your ordinary $30 ticket, and we'll see in a couple of minutes after the running of the race, if the fans were watching, how it turns out. But for me, when I came down to Easy Chore, who's been racing in Presque Isle, I got excited. I said, all right, this horse doesn't look good to the average person who is handicapping the card. You scan down there in the 9th race, you see 2:07 and 3, 2:6 and 1, 2:8, 2:9, 2:10. Yeah, you know, you pass over that. Not me, I'm not passing over this one. This is by easy come, easy go. This horse has speed. Owen Davies has had this horse over in Presque Isle. Presque Isle track is not as fast as Fredericton, so when I look at this, I see that horse can go a lot faster here than he went in Presque Isle. I skip quickly back over to where is the horse positioned at the half. Is he gaining lengths or positions on the end of his last couple of races? Yes, he is. He's coming 5th on the outside. On the fly, he comes up to be 3rd by a length and a half, and then he finishes 2nd, 2 lengths behind. He comes from 4th to be 3rd. He comes from 5th. He has one bad race there. He comes from 5th and 6th on the outside to be 1st. Not too fast, 2-9 and 3. But my senses are up on this horse. So I'm excited about this horse. Now, also in the race, we've got our old favorite, the one that we've been talking about all year, Kilkieran Air, who
Model
really,
of consistency.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Tremendous horse. He got 2nd in his last trip, and he got it really easily. He just eased out around there, blew by the other horses, and the horse that we both picked, Rascal Hanover,
Was the winner.
Was
Yeah.
the winner. And Kilkieran Air did not have to extend himself. Now tonight, this looks like a race that may be made for Kilkieran Air. So I'm going to bet. I'd like to bet a lot more. If I have won a lot in my previous selections, if I'm up $100 or $200, if I was, I would be saying I'm going to make a big substantial bet here. My first bet is going to be 6-5 with awe and 5-6 with all, because I think that the first 2 horses are the 5 and the 6. I really like that. Then I'm probably going to put the 6 over the 5, 3, and 7. Hatch has been raced really well in the last trip out. And I may throw in a few more combinations there of those same horses, $2 tickets, trying to, if I'm right, trying to get a little bit more money out of it. And if Easy Chore is paying, which I think the horse will go away at least a $10 win ticket, I'll put some money on the horse for win, place, and show.
On the 5.
I'm
yeah.
excited about the 5 horse here. So unfortunately, or fortunately for me perhaps, our viewing audience is not going to see this until after the race is over. But I may look really bad, or I might look really good on this horse. But really, I'm excited about this one. I like this horse. Yeah.
Well, Tony, I saw a couple of your horses. I didn't put the 5 in, and the reason that I didn't, I haven't seen the horse race, and I like to see them race a time or two before I do. I took number 6, Kilkieran Air, to win this race. I'm not sure where he's going to be positioned through early part of it. It's the only thing I was wondering about, because Tweedside Road, Northwind Jamie, Classy Barbara all leave well, and I know Kilkieran Air can leave fairly well. He shows a trip cutting it, I think, and winning it back here in 4 and 3. That was 6 starts ago, but just depending on where he gets placed, but I think he's a definite contender. I went with number 3, Northwind Jamie, for 2nd in here. I think he's going to be handy the front. He likes to be in the first 3 in contention, even around the top of the stretch. And he shows some pretty darn good lines there as well. And Steve Mahar, what more can you say? I went with number 2, Tweedside Road, for 2nd, or 3rd, excuse me, because she shows a trip in 2-4 in her last start over in Summerside in a stake race. So for me, I'm going to take a place and show on number 6. I'm going to buy Quinellas here, a 2-6 and a 3-6. So this should be an interesting race. I know you were excited about the 5.
I am excited about that. Yeah, I really am.
Anyway, this is going to be a good race to watch, and we both may be way out on this. There's a good field of 8 in here, and it is a good race.
I think it's going to be a big ticket in here, Brian.
Okay, well, let's just see what happens.
Here they come. Here off, and as they leave the wire, it's Tweedside Road going for that lead as they race into that first turn. Northwind Jamie up to be 2, Classy Barbara in 3, Easy Chore is 4. They straighten into the backstretch, heading for that first quarter. A battle for that lead as they swing up there 3 wide. Classy Barbara on the far outside. Northwind Jamie now along the rail. Classy Barbara moves to the top as they reach that first quarter in 30 and 1. Northwind Jamie in 2. Tweedside Road is in 3. Easy Chore is 4. Hatch now moves up 5 on the outside as they swing off the 3/8, heading for the half. Another Benghazi is in 6. They race down the stretch with Classy Barbara showing the way. Northwind Jamie is in 2. Tweedside Road in 3, Hatch 4 on the outside, Easy Chore, another Benghazi. Kilcare and Air and Cadillac Star by the half in 101 and 4. Racing on for the 5/8 with Class C, Barbara, Northwind, Jamie in 2, Hatch 3 on the outside. Tweedside Road is in 4, another Benghazi 5, Easy Chore is 6. Kilcare and Air and Cadillac Star, they race on for the 3/4. Up on the outside, another Benghazi now challenges Class C, Barbara for that lead. They race by that 3/4. Another Benghazi noses to the front on the outside. Up on the far outside, they swing 3 wide in the barn turn. Off the 7/8 with another Benghazi. They race for the wire, another Benghazi on the outside. Northwind, Jamie down along the rail, Tweedside Road. Results of race number 9 are official. Number 1, Cadillac Star was 7. Number 2, Tweedside Road was 3. Number 3, Northwind, Jamie was 2. Number 4, Classy Barbara was 8. Number 5, Easy Chore was 4. Number 6, Kilcare and Air was 5. Number 7, Hatch was 6. Number 8, another Benghazi, your race winner. From the top down, 7, 3, 2, 8, 4, 5, 6, 1. There at the quarter, 30 and 1. The half, 101 and 4. 3/4, 133 with a mile in 205 and 2.
Tony, race number 10 is the last division of the Bill Quigg Memorial 3-year-old stake. Of course, this division going for $51.60 as well. And in here we have last week's Dairy Queen Futurity winner, Charlotte's Buddy. Nice check in his last start, around $17,000. And boys, that would have been nice to take home. Now the horse, one thing we should remember in here is the horse did race here on July the 2nd, and he made a break leaving. Came right back to Moncton the next week and went 2 bang-up trips. How did you see the race developing? Are you a Charlotte's Buddy fan?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're a believer.
Yes, I am. The horse is 4 for 5 and has been in the first or second 11 out of 13 starts. And you just have to like the horse an awful lot. I like Corey Mack in here too. Corey Mack likes this track. We know Corey Mack can pace this track in 1:59 because he's done it a couple of times. And he's been coming on this year, a big, strong horse, and he should be in contention. All the other horses are contenders, though, in this race. I eliminated a couple. I thought that maybe Supreme Classic was probably the least likely to win, and Bay River Tiger, you know, I'm not real excited about that horse. So Opinions Jim is certainly a contender, as Burden of Freedom and Glenora Knight, but I think the first 2 will probably be Charlotte's Buddy and Corey Mack, and maybe Burden of Freedom right there challenging. So I'm going to be cheap on this race, I suppose. I'm only going to spend $4. I'm going to buy Charlotte's Buddy to win in my triactor tickets. That's all I'm buying. Triactor, I'm going to put 5, 6, 4, and 5, 4, 6, with Charlotte's Buddy winning over Corey Mack and Burden of Freedom. And in a race like this, oftentimes what I like to do, I don't like to bet too much because I like to not be worrying about my money. I'd rather watch the horse race and say, this is going to be a great race. Let's sit back and spend $2 on a win ticket on somebody, and if he wins, good, and if he doesn't, well, you know, let's show me a good race. So I like to see this. I hope this race goes right around 2 minutes, and if it's a good night, we may get it under 2 minutes, and it's a great field, and in memory of Bill Quigg. I want to say this too. I guess maybe I'm getting old because it doesn't seem like it's 17 years. I can hardly believe that. You know, if you'd said 5, I'd said yeah, but it feels like 17 years. I'm
getting older, Tony.
I guess so. What do you like here, Brian?
I got to. My heart tells me I've got to, and I got to go with number 6, Corey Mack, to win it. I'm going with Burden of Freedom for second, believe it or not.
Yeah,
I think he's going to get off the gate well. I'm going to leave Charlotte's Buddy out. I just got a feeling the horse is going to make a break again. I don't know why, and I know that he won the Dairy Queen, and I probably should pick him and all that, but I'm just taking a hunch. I'm leaving him out of it, and I'm going with 6, 4, and 1 in here. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a place and show on number 4, Burden of Freedom. And I'm going to take Quinella in here again. I'm going to go with a 1-4 Quinella and a 4-6 Quinella. And I didn't get too extravagant.
No.
Now, I might be throwing my tickets in the garbage because Charlotte's Buddy I know is going to be the favorite in here, but I've just got the hunch. Maybe I'm completely wrong.
Brian, when we come back from the week off next week, we'll know for sure. If Charlotte's Buddy's not first or second, Brian Hamilton is psychic.
Okay, let's go to the final division of the Bill Quigg Memorial Stake and track announcer Jerry Bishop.
Here they come. They're off, and as they leave the wire, Bay River Tiger drives for that lead as they race into the first turn up along the rail. Opinions Jim not giving it up as they race in the turn. Bay River Tiger on the outside, Opinions Jim down along the rail. Bay River Tiger makes a ruffle as they straighten into the backstretch. Opinions Jim moves to the top. Bay River Tiger is in 2. Burden of Freedom is 3. Glenora Knight is in 4. Charlotte's Buddy is 5. Corey Mack in 6. Supreme Classic 7 by that first quarter in 29-2. They race into the barn turn first time round with Opinions Jim. Burden of Freedom is in 2. Bay River Tiger in 3. Glenora Knight is 4. Charlotte's Buddy in 5. Corey Mack is 6. Supreme Classic 7 as they head down the stretch for the half. Charlotte's Buddy now moves from 5 as they come racing to the half with Opinions Jim. Burden of Freedom is in 2. They're by the half in 1 minute and 2/5 seconds. Racing on for the 5/8 with Opinions Jim. Burden of Freedom now drives up 2 on the outside. Bay River Tiger in 3. Charlotte's Buddy up 4 on the outside. Glenora Knight in 5. Corey Mack is 6. Supreme Classic 7 as they race on for the 3 quarters. It's Opinions Jim. Burden of Freedom is in 2. Bay River Tiger is 3. Charlotte's Buddy 4. Up 3 wide goes Corey Mack now to be a closer 5. 3 quarters, 1:30-2. It's Opinions Jim. Burden of Freedom in 2. Corey Mack now 3 on the outside. Charlotte's Buddy is in 4. They swing off the 7/8 and head for home. Opinions Jim, Burden of Freedom, and Corey Mack. They race for the wire. Burden of Freedom and Corey Mack up on the outside as they come for the wire. It's Burden of Freedom, Corey Mack, Charlotte's Buddy in the middle at the wire. It looks like Burden of Freedom. Do not tear up any mutual tickets. Results of race number 10 are official. Number 1, Opinions Jim was 4. Number 2, Bay River Tiger was 6. Number 3, Supreme Classic was 7. Number 4, Burden of Freedom, your race winner. Number 5, Charlotte's Buddy was 2 in a dead heat. Number 6, Corey Mack was 2 in a dead heat. Number 7, Glenora Knight was 5. From the top down, 4, 6, 7, 1. 2 dead heat, and 5. They're at the quarter 29-2. The half 1 minute and 2/5. 3 quarters 1:30-2. With a mile in 2 minutes and 4/5.
Tony, this is the last race on the card and the last race before our week to 10-day break. And boys, this has been a great series. The Labatt's Blue Pacing Series, sponsored by Labatt's. This is the final division, going for a purse of $3,000. I know that these races have had some surprises in them. Bob McGee-Brees had a heck of a drive from Kelly Watts in his last start. He upset the apple cart there for sure. Horse paid a beautiful win ticket, I think $34 or something to that effect. And of course, Bayside Traveler, we've talked about him at length. He's a great horse. He's got the rail this time. Denashton Major, did you notice, Tony, who's driving him?
No, Russell Burgoyne. Oh, yeah, I did notice that.
Russell Burgoyne broke and trained this horse and always had great success with him. And this is his first time back on him in about 8 months. Don't be surprised if he's in here. But this is going to be a great race, bar none. This is
an exciting way to wind up an excellent racing card, Brian. Yes, it is. And to get a break for a week from our track, this is, how better could you close than a group of horses like this? This is an excellent, excellent field of horses. And congratulations on putting this together, by the way. Why don't you make your picks first, because
Okay.
I'm going to send people home with a nice
Bundle
little
of money?
tri-actor
Are
ticket.
ya?
And yes, I am.
Okay, my selections in here are number 3, Nalaboro Star, to win it. Number 7, Sparkles Plenty A for second. Don't be surprised if he wins it. And I'm going with number 4, I'm 1-2 for the third position. Nalaboro Star was interfered with a bit leaving the other night. I'm 1-2 kind of rolled off stride. He didn't get the position I thought that he would in the race. He's not going to have any trouble getting position in here, because I look for him to zoom right out of there and get covered up early by I'm 1-2, and I look for Ball McGee Breeze to be coming looking for a hole as well. Sparkles Plenty A showed me more pace than any horse in the race in both starts that he raced. He got boxed in his last start, didn't get out, and he could very well win this as well. I'm 1-2. What more can you say about him? The horse is 17 out of 24 in the first 3. He's always a contender, always in there. This is the last race of the night, Tony. I'm going to be extravagant. I'm going to take a $1 try box, and I'm going to box my selections, 3, 4, and 7. And I'm going to buy a $2 win, place, and show on number 3, Nalaboro Star.
Brian, I haven't got any surprises for you here at all. I think those are good picks. Those are the same horses that I picked. You mentioned the other horse, Ball McGee Breeze, who raced really well and has been racing well for Kelly Watts. The way I looked at it, too, that Sparkles Plenty A showed so much speed in not the last race, but the race before, and won so easily over these horses. The horse really looks strong to me, and could easily, with a few breaks, have won the last race that Ball McGee Breeze did win. I like those 4 horses, the 3, 4, 5, and 7, and since everybody knows about it, all I'm going to do then is buy $12 worth of tickets. I'm going to buy Sparkles Plenty A to win over the 3, 4, and 5, and then just to hedge my bet, because I know that Nalaboro Star could win it, so could I'm 1-2, and just depending on, so could Ball McGee Breeze, any one of them could win. I'm going to back it up with a place on, I'm going to put Sparkles Plenty A in the place position. Yeah. So Sparkles Plenty A for first or second with the 3, 4, 5. That'll give me the tri-actor combinations that I want. And for $12, I'll sit back and watch this race develop. And I won't be surprised if those are the first 4 horses, although, again, I'd like to see Ralphie's horse, Bayside Traveler, do well tonight.
And Denashton Major, don't be surprised if he's better,
too. The Capital Ventures drawn, I think you mentioned that. And Gold Buster, I think Gold Buster on a real good day, when the horse is really sharp, and if the horse got a couple of breaks, could be a real contender here. But I think he's just a couple of lengths out of his class with these horses. So I'm not giving too much consideration to Gold Buster here. So
should be a great race to watch.
It should be a great race, and an exciting finish to a great series sponsored by Labatt. So let's go have a look at it and give it to Gerald Bishop.
Here they come. They're off, and as they leave the wire, it's Nalaboro Star down along the rail. I'm 1-2, drives up 2 on the outside. Ball McGee Breeze follows along with a rush in 3. Bayside Traveler is in 4. Gold Buster is 5. Sparkles Plenty A in 6. They race on for that first quarter. I'm 1-2 with that lead. Nalaboro Star is in 2. Ball McGee Breeze 3. Bayside Traveler is 4. Gold Buster in 5. Dunacton Major 6, and from the rear of the pack, Sparkles Plenty A. They're by the first quarter 29-3. They swing off the 3/8 heading for the half. I'm 1-2 has that lead. Nalaboro Star is in 2. Ball McGee Breeze now out from 3. Bayside Traveler follows along in 4. Gold Buster is 5. Sparkles Plenty A and Dunacton Major. They're by the half in 1 minute and 1/5. Racing on for the 5/8 with I'm 1-2. Ball McGee Breeze 2 on the outside. Nalaboro Star in 3 along the rail. Bayside Traveler is in 4. Gold Buster is 5. Sparkles Plenty A 6. Dunacton Major 7 as they race on for that 3 quarters. It's I'm 1-2. Ball McGee Breeze is still 2 on the outside. Nalabor Star in 3 along the rail. Bayside Traveler is 4 by the 3/4, 129 and 4. It's still I'm 1-2. Ball McGee Breeze, Nalabor Star, Bayside Traveler, Goldbuster. They swing off the 7/8 and head for home. They're fanning out 3 wide now, 4 wide. Down the stretch they come with Nalabor Star and Steve Mahar. They come to the wire. It's Nalabor Star. I'm 1-2. Bayside Traveler at the wire. Nalabor Star. I'm 1-2. Bayside Traveler. Time for the mile, 2 minutes and 2/5 seconds. Results of race number 11 are official. Number 1, Bayside Traveler, was 3. Number 2, Dunacton Major, was 7. Number 3, Nalabor Star, your race winner. Number 4, I'm 1-2, was 2. Number 5, Ball McGee Breeze, was 4. Number 6 had been drawn. Number 7, Sparkles Plenty A, was 5. Number 8, Goldbuster, was 6. From the top down, 3, 7, 1, 2, 4 drawn, 5, 6. They're at the quarter, 29 and 3. The half, 1 minute and 1/5. 3/4, 129 and 4. With a mile in 2 minutes and 2/5 seconds.
Well, Tony, that completes our racing program. Just a reminder again about the action in Woodstock next week. Racing up there Monday and Thursday. We're back here, of course, racing on Monday, July the 30th. And we got a lot of fun and a lot of good races lined up for July and August right up to Exhibition Week. One thing I would like to say is we've had a lot of fun in doing this program, especially this one tonight. It was just kind of off the cuff. We'll just see how we made back. We'll report back to you on the July 30th program. And Tony, one thing that I would like for our viewers to do is if any of them see things that they would like for us to do, we try to interview some different personalities from time to time. And if you do have a suggestion for a program or you'd like to appear on it for a particular reason, give us a shout. And we're having fun doing it. We're hoping that it's beneficial in attracting new race fans to our raceway. And
our objective is not to try to make a whole lot of money or to encourage people to make a lot of money, but to have some enjoyment within your means and
knowledge of racing.
Learn about the sport and find some horse that you enjoy watching and you can follow just like a hockey player and have fun racing. It's a good sport and good fun.
And don't be afraid to come to the track even if it isn't race day. There's guys down there training every morning from 7 o'clock on. If you're interested in horses, your children are, come in and take a look. And
lots of activity.
Lots of activity there every day. So until our next program, this is Tony Cameron and Brian Emmilton. And remember, when you're at Fredericton Raceway, you're on the right track.